Most B2B companies are wasting the single most important opportunity in their email lists every week. Most newsletters go out as afterthoughts. Very boring company updates, unsegmented blasts, just telling people about a discount. And worse, many companies skip this and they don't even communicate with their client base. The result is predictable: lower open rates and fewer response rates. And this means one thing: no measurable sales pipeline. For most B2B businesses, newsletters have just become a boring checkbox. It's an obligation, not a growth channel. Meanwhile, the smartest B2B operators are turning newsletters into the single source of qualified leads. They nurture their clients and they get consistent revenue in doing so. And the majority of it is an automated process. The difference comes down to treating newsletters like an engine, not a chore. Proper hyper-segmentation means that every recipient in that list gets personalized content for what they are interested in. Editorial themes are mapped in advance. Industry insights, service spotlights, testimonials, case studies. And this is the most important one: real-time trends. So every newsletter contains something actually interesting for your client base, for your prospects, so that they want to read it. Here is what a real B2B newsletter and automation engine looks like. First is targeted hyper-segmentation. Your subscriber base is not just dumped into one big list. It's organized by industry, job function, engagement level, and it should even have specific service interests. This way, every message is hyper-targeted. No vague email blasts and no wasted opportunities. Second, editorial strategy with a professional framework. We establish your core content themes up front. Industry-specific tips, regulatory updates, practical service case studies, and client testimonials, and even videos. Each newsletter lands with a consistent and professional story. So your communications reinforce your brand's credibility and authority for the services or products that you offer. Third, advanced automated nurture flows. No lead gets left behind because the custom dynamic automation that we build takes care of that for you. For example, prospects who downloaded a white paper get sent the 5 sequence of educational emails on that specific service or product. Every new service inquiry triggers its own follow-up automation. New subscribers and users on your website receive quick welcome messages and even follow-up sequences to introduce your brand, your products, your services in a creative manner. And based on their engagement, the dynamic offers bring them back to your website, bring them back to your lead magnets or your calls to action, so that you can actually turn people who might not have been ready to do business with you into customers. Every step of these automations are directly integrated and tagged in your CRM, so you can follow the process and follow the breadcrumbs for your entire sales cycle. Fourth is weekly newsletter execution. You're never scrambling again to figure out what you need to send in your newsletter. We give you a 6-month content calendar that's executed weekly, so you know exactly what we're going to send. And if there are any trend elements that you want to catch, there's another engine that catches that and automatically inputs it into your newsletters, of course, pending approval from you. We're rotating between insights, industry tips, testimonials, videos, any kind of offers you want to send, any kind of industry news that we grab from Google News and other media outlets, and we make it interesting, we make it exciting. And we've done this for very, very boring B2B and industrial businesses, and we make it sexy. This is full service execution. You have copywriting, creative, strategy, design. We take care of the HTML and the coding side of things. We schedule it, QA it, and we deploy it. Fifth, is lead magnet strategy and the seamless integration. We help you craft genuinely valuable, downloadable lead magnets. Industry guides, deep reports, ROI calculators. We do all of this to really push ongoing list growth because you have your macro conversions on your website for when somebody's ready to do business with you. We need to really dig deep into these micro conversions. Somebody might not be ready to do business with you. It might not be the right time and right place, but we still want to keep in touch with them. That's where the lead magnets, the white papers, the downloadable resources come into play. We do the landing pages, we do the opt-in forms, and we tie it to the engagement levels on your website because we place that pixel on the users or the visitors' computer so we can track how they are engaging with your website, even if you don't know who they are, even if they've never bought from you, or even if they've never given you their information. This technology exists today. So if 10,000 people come to your site and if only 100 of them contact you, I can probably get the email addresses of an additional 1,000 that you would not have gotten otherwise if you did not have this system implemented. Sixth is performance monitoring and optimization. You get regular monthly updates on open rates, response rates, engagement rates, the different hyper-segmented audiences that we're going after, and really how your potential customers, your ideal customer profile, engages with your brand on email, on your website. And if we couple this with retargeting and paid ads, we'll be able to give you the full picture of your entire visibility engine. We're constantly A/B testing the subject lines, the content that we send, where we place the specific buttons on your newsletters, because even that makes a difference. If I grab this phone and I'm reading a newsletter on the mobile device, which is 60-70% of users nowadays, I gotta make sure that I can reach to click a specific button. And the type of person that clicks a button that says, here are the discounts we have, and the type of person that clicks the story, these are two different types of buyers, so we hyper-segment that as well. At the end of the day, there is no more subscriber list decay. There is no more tasks and chores just because you have to send out this lame newsletter. Just data-driven, targeted communication delivered weekly, monthly, strategically to get leads into your pipeline and to keep in touch with your ideal customer profile so you stay top of mind. That weekly newsletter obligation becomes a highly reliable revenue channel. Your funnel is filling itself with qualified leads. And here is the funny part. New contacts, new potential prospects that you are engaging with, they get value day one. Past clients are reactivated. Your credibility and authority is one step above because you are basically showing that you are in this industry and you're keeping up with the insights, the tips, the news, the updates in your own industry. The newsletter is no longer a chore. It's a silent engine for pipeline growth and client trust. Here's the truth. Most companies are still winging their emails, but top performers turn their emails and their newsletters into lead generation engines. If you want to see our full playbook and get a sample strategy of this specific execution, contact us and we'll show you how we set up hyper-segmentation, the editorial calendar with all the content and the newsletter copies, how we auto-create the HTML, and the proven hands-off approach of B2B newsletter execution. This is a true dynamic email nurture system. Let's make your newsletter the best asset that your sales and marketing team has.